Okay, so what we are going to do today is, first let me just check that UPL stock. I'm not sure whether it was the same or not. I was like pretty sleepy. Let me check once. Okay, I have stopped for that. Okay, one more very important point which I'm not sure whether you've written down or not. Question is, how much data should I be taking on the screen before I start the analysis? Okay, so if you check, we are doing more of day candlestick. Correct? Week will be a longer time frame and 1 month will be the longest time frame. Can you apply all the same or similar strategies even for any of the pattern? Yes. So if you are doing an intraday trade with the same strategies, just going for 15 minutes candle rather than 1 day candle. Is this okay? Okay, right. So ideally you should be taking 8 to 10 months data at least on the screen. Roughly 8 to 10 months data. Again, there's no theory behind this, just generally whatever is followed. Okay, so we are at December right now, and okay, this is the 8 to 10 months data roughly. Let's check what has happened. Can you see a support line here? Okay, now I'm just taking it to the dotted line only. Can I see this is the support? The dotted line, horizontal dotted line is visible properly. That's the support. So 2 supports it took, 1 here. Which trend is this? Upward trend. Okay. Now, why did it correct so sharply? Let us try to check. Technical analysis. Fantastic. That was pretty quick. No, don't tell. So, this is the uptrend. Correct? 4 or 5 candles. It's just trying to see. Basically, just check this out. Higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. A little bit of down move, not an absolute higher high here, but the lows are not going lower. Correct? So can I say higher high, and higher high does happen here. Okay. Here it's not a very convincing higher high. Almost there, but not so clear higher high. So do I have to be careful here? This zone basically I have to be careful. These 5-6 candles have to be careful. Wait. Don't say anything. So this is the area of these 5-6 candles. Can you see any candle or candlestick pattern or something like that? Bearish engulfing candle. 1, 2. Okay. Yes. You saw a bearish engulfing candle? Are you going to short immediately? Bearish engulfing. Short, na? Are you going to short? No. We are going to take confirmations. Aren't we? Yes. Yesterday we have learnt MACD also. Blue line was MACD. Orange line is signal line. MACD, how do you say MACD into bracket? Number of days is what? 1226. Very good. And we subtract what from what? So what minus what? Tell me. 12 DEMA minus 26 DEMA. If positive, good. It's like bullish, na? And if it is a negative, sell, it's like bearish. Okay. So that is MACD indicator. So here, if I had to sell, quickly tell me, the MACD line should have cut from below or should have cut from above signal line? It should have cut from above. By the way, if you remember, how was signal line formed? Averages of MACD. Correct? So it's an average of average, something like that. Okay. So now, if I had to sell here at this point, this blue line had to cut the orange line from above. But it has not cut from above. It's still already, it's already below it only. Has it already cut here? So for that, we'll have to zoom in a little bit. I'm just going back and back. Okay, wait. So in fact, here at this point, it has cut. Okay, what is this day? Now everyone should be able to read properly. Huh? This is 30th May. Correct? Lower part of the screen. Always follow the the vertical dotted line. You'll see the date. Okay. So 30th May only. Which one gave the signal? MACD gave the signal. Okay. It's in a horizontal journey, sideways journey. Okay. And then you got this 1 and 2 big ones. So had you taken a call here, the price was 670. Can you see the price here? Okay, 1 minute. Check on the left hand top of the screen. Can you see C? Okay, it's not clearly visible there. And I'm not that heighted. My hand is not reaching there. Okay. So roughly 670. Okay. Here, had you taken a short position, you could have squared it off. If you had squared it off here the closing price is 580. Almost 100 points down. But then if you were to short, it had to be listed on F&O segment. Can you do this in a normal equity market? No. Why? You have to square it off intraday. You have to do that intraday. Is this okay? No. If you remember, I told you now, if you do a short sale, what do you mean by short sale? Have you sold first? You have sold first. Assume you did not have even one stock of UPL. You sold first. And now you have to buy later. You'll have to buy later, no? Yes. When can you buy? If you are doing this in the equity segment, you have to buy it same day itself. Sell today, buy today. Khatam. End of the story. But if you're in the F&O segment, futures and option segment, you have 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, different time zones. So if you are trading this in F&O, then you could have got a big gain. Okay, but believe me, standing with your position open for these are 8 to 10 candles, it's very difficult. It requires a lot of daring. Okay, so we might have lost on this trade, but anyways, as I mentioned, this one plus a bullish engulfing candle, you might have thought for 1 or 2 days position. Might have. Anyways, we have this in front of us. Still, let us understand. Okay, 1 minute. Now, can you see this RSI? RSI, yes. Now, what has happened? RSI is I'm increasing the height of RSI. Can you see the purple zone? Purple zone is at 70, 30. Correct? Is this the traditional zone? Yes. So, can we change this to what we want? Yes. So, if you want, I'm just telling this one more time. I'm just taking the cursor to RSI. I'm not clicking anything. I'm just taking it on this. Just taking the cursor here. Can you see the settings wheel? Click on the settings wheel. Instead of 70, 30, what are we going to take? 60, 40. And we're going to say, okay. And now can you see the band here? 60, 40. Correct. Now let us check few points. Okay, so if I'm going back here, we saw a MACD crossover. First I'm talking about MACD. Can you see this crossover? Is it visible properly? Yes. On what date? Pura. It's a little bit old data. 31st. Okay, now what we can do is give the heading as practicals. This pink band, pink zone. Okay, so that's what I told you. This automatically comes. Okay, I'll just delete this, wait, for you to show. Okay, escape. Right now, you can see only price movement and MACD. If you want to add RSI, how do you add RSI? N and plus wala apna indicator and strategy. Single click. Go in the search bar. RSI. Relative strength index. Correct? Single click. Close. Here we have RSI. See, the pink is drawn automatically, or purple, whatever. Okay, but it might be the traditional one, so we have to check again whether it has, see, 70-30 took default again. So we'll have to change it to 60-40 and say, if you want to change the background color also, you can. Okay, right. So now understood how RSI is coming on the screen? Yes. Write down UPL. First practical, UPL. Date is 30th January 2019. 30th January 2019. Okay. Generally, whenever technical analysis is taught, what the trainer or the teacher does is that, of course, in this software also it is available. I can hide everything from here to here. And then I create that awe effect. Oh, see how much the stock has gone up. If you want in a dramatic way, I can do that. But I feel learning is more important. Okay, so let's not go in for that graphics and all that. First, let us focus on concepts. Okay. What has happened on 30th of January? What can you see here? MACD crossover. Correct. Write down closing price. Closing price is 511. Okay. Or see, anyways, are we doing a day end analysis? Day end analysis, na? So when did you understand that there is a crossover? After the closing, you understood this. Correct. So will you get the stock? If you were to buy UPL, are you going to get it at the same price or next day's opening maybe? Next day's opening, correct? So instead of taking 30th January closing, there itself we can write down 31st January opening now. We checked it on 30th January, agreed. Udhar hi likho, write it there only, 31st January opening. And it opened at 517. 517. Is this okay? Now what is happening? One more time. Let us check the histograms also. Histograms. You remember these are called as the histograms? And if you remember, I'm zooming the screen for your benefit. And this is our 30th Jan, 31st Jan, whatever. So this is where we are going to take a buy call. Correct? What about the histograms? See, we have all the data. You can see the vertical dividing line, this which I'm moving with the mouse, the vertical dividing line. You have nothing on the right. Because assume we are on 31st January 2019 today. Assume. So you don't know what has happened in the future. No? On the right hand side of the screen is blank, let us say. What is on the left hand side we can see. Correct? Correct? Let us check what is happening with the histograms also. If you remember the color of histograms I was telling you yesterday, showing strength and weaknesses. So here it was dark red, dark red, dark red, increasing weakness, and pink, 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 and even the height of the histogram is going on decreasing. Correct? So what about this? Tell me. Is the weakness decreasing in the second half? Yes. So okay, weakness increased, decreased. Now there is a final crossover on 30th and also 31st. We are going to buy. Are we going to buy using a single confirmation? No. So let us check what RSI says. 31st January. 60.87. We got a double confirmation. Okay. Now before we move on, I'll show you something also. See, we took a position here on 31st. Agreed. Can you see a MACD bullish crossover? on 10th Jan also. And back to back, what can you see? 10th, 9th or 10th Jan is bullish crossover. And back to back, what do you see? Bearish crossover on 18th. Correct? Was it a very short-lived call? Assume we had taken a call here. Assume. Tell me, would we have gone in profits or losses? Here there's a bullish crossover. Can you see the closing price? It's 515. Ekdam on the top of the screen. 515. Assume we had taken a call here. And here, when the square of call came up, closes 510. Were we in loss? Yes. 5 rupees loss. Don't feel bad. You are going to incur losses. Okay? But before this 10th January, when we thought of taking a call, take a double confirmation also, no? 10th of January. What is RSI? 59.13. Can you say, come on, you can do it, RSI. Close above 60, I'll buy. Wait, don't be so much in a hurry. Or can we say, we'll round it off to 60. Yeah, so that mental block, you feel that shit man, I'm getting this call, I have to buy. Itna utavle mat hona. Exactly. So he's telling it in the right fashion. You might get the feeling that, I might miss the train. If it goes up, is there a possibility that it shoots up on the next day? Yes, it is possible. But again, it's okay if you buy high. Okay, so just check this out. 10th of January it was. Tell me RSI figure. Can you see it on the screen? Horizontally check the RSI. 58 point something. 11th of January, 59.66. 12th of January, or 12th and 13th might be Saturday, Sunday. 58 point something. 58 point something. 58 point something. 58 point something. 58. Oh, sorry. I'm not moving my cursor. 56 point something. 52 point something. 53 point something. 52 point something. Can you tell me something? What is happening? Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll close out the MACD for a moment. Now let us understand price versus RSI. Here it refused to cross 60. Everyone agrees? Maybe a tad bit it has crossed 60.46, maybe a little bit. But again, even if I'm saying 60-40, I generally don't take a call exactly at 60. Again, be a little bit sure. 1-2 points here and there, keep that margin. So in fact, I can devise my own strategy. Rachna's RSI at 38 and 62. Okay. So be always a bit safe. If you remember, I had talked about that psychological factor of round figures. Similarly, instead of 40, 60, wait for 1 or 2 points upper and for 40, 1 or 2 points lower. So it's just maybe just a tad bit at 60.46 here, but immediately it has shown a reversal on the very next day. You could have squared off even on the next day also with RSI. Okay, now someone had already given me the answer. If you can repeat the answer, 56, then 56, 54, 53. What is happening? Sideways trend. Remember 40 to 60 is sideways? Yes, let's check whether it is happening or not. Check the price movement. Na? It's actually sideways. Are you with me? Yes. Is it a very clearly visible sideways trend? Yes. Sideways trend, 40, 60, 51, dropping down 49. The lowest point I can see is some 45. I can't go on. Yeah, maybe just 45, whatever. Not gone below 40. Sideways trend. Okay. 61.23 was the first call which I got here on 31st of January. But you will say, ma'am, wait for 1 or 2 points. Wait. Here additionally we had also gotten the MACD confirmation. We had 2 confirmations with us. MACD plus RSI. Could you have gone ahead for that then? Oh yes, absolutely. The immediate next day, very good observation again. Big Bull, Doji, Big Green, Morningstar. One more confirmation. Okay. Now what is happening with RSI? Let us check. It has gone down, agreed. But see, this was the completion of Morningstar. This one. Correct. Here RSI is 62.40. 2 points above. I told you. Instead of 60-40 going for 38, 62. 2 points keep safe zone. Okay. Here are you getting a double confirmation. MACD already crossover has happened. If you remember, we had checked that. Plus a Morningstar. Plus RSI going above 60. And now see what happens. We have written the price on 31st January. Okay. But even if we took the call, see 5th January Morningstar is completed. Correct? If we were waiting for more and more confirmations, we could have gone for 6th of February. 6th of February, what is the opening price? 534. Okay? And now check this up. RSI, so this is the purple line, na? It's above 60, 70. So ideally, traditionally above 70. Oh, oversold. Overbought, sorry. Sell. You could have sold on 25th of February, ideally, old theory. And now check the right hand side part of the screen. You are missing such a big bull run. And in fact, you would have shorted here. Are you understanding this? Okay. So again, we are betting on the strength. There is strength. It will go higher. Okay. So it is going higher and higher and higher. Here it took a support at 60. Are you going to immediately sell off? No, it is taking a support at 60. Okay, fair enough. It has bounced back again. Is it still going higher and higher? Okay, took a support. Again above 60. Lowest it has seen here right now is 54 point something. Is a sell call generated at 54? No. Sell call will be generated below 40. What might happen if it is staying here at 50 for a long time, 40 to 60? Stock might go in a sideways trend. And if at this point, if you feel that, because this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles back to back in the range of 50s. If you feel, man, there's a great chance that it will go in a sideways trend, let's square off. I'm tired holding this stock. This day closing price is 622, 18th of April. And what was the price at which we had bought paper trade? 517. And we are at 622. 100 rupees. Okay. And within how many days? Less than 3 months. Okay. So instead of absolute terms, it's like a 20% return. Correct? Almost 20% returns in 3 months. Big. Okay. Don't feel that we want 100% return. That multi-baggers will get only once in a blue moon. Not every day you will get multi-baggers. Okay. Here is the question of patience. Is there a sell call? Ideally, you are tired holding the stock. Okay, you can quit. You have earned a decent profit because you feel that it might go in a sideways trend. But what has happened within next 2-3 days? Tuck, tuck, tuck. Above 60 again. Going stronger and higher. And okay. Stronger and higher. Above 60. Okay. Here. Again above 60. Again above 60. Now let us understand what is happening here. It was above 60. Agreed. Till here. And we held it. Had we held it till here, what is the closing price? 680. And we are at 12th of June. So half yearly return 200 rupees, almost 200 rupees, half yearly return on an initial investment of roughly 500 rupees. I'm rounding off the figures. Roughly 35 to 40% return in half year. Not bad. 35 to 40% return in half year, not bad at all. Now the question is, should I have sold off here or not? Okay, here, let us check. Here, first time it is going below 60. After a long time, it is going below 60. Should you, wait. Should you be a bit cautious here? Should you be a bit cautious? It might go in a sideways trend. Okay, 54 something, okay, here. Okay, and here you can see a sharp decline. It has cut below 40. Which is this 40 wala candle? Everyone saw this is a bearish engulfing candle. Uske pehle you saw this hanging man. Okay, but again it's somewhere in the side. This one. Uski just two candles pehle ye wala. This one. Oh. Which looks similar to a hammer. You remember this? Looks similar to a hammer. Correct? But if it is at the end of an uptrend, we call it as a hanging man. You remember that? End of an uptrend, hanging man. Bottom of the uptrend, hammer. So this was also one signal. So let us check this. If we say, oh, this is like a hanging man. Here MACD value is, here RSI value is 53. Now we must take which confirmation? We also have one more indicator, na? MACD. Let us check what has happened with MACD here. And is there a crossover? Let us check. Now I'll reduce RSI. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, here was this hanging man, if you can see. Correct? Okay, in fact, MACD has generated a sell call here itself. And a double sell call, if you can see here. Almost here, almost. Just 1 day before the hanging man. 1 day before the hanging man. Okay, but even if we wait for confirmations, here we see a hanging man followed by bullish engulfing. Correct? Sorry, bearish engulfing. Okay. Had you squared off on the immediate next day also? Acha, was it a compulsory sell call at this case? Yes. Why? Now everything is down. MACD, RSI, both are, so MACD crossover already done. RSI also below 40. We have also seen a hanging man. We also saw bearish engulfing. 4 calls we are getting as sell calls. And even if you say, oh man, this stock corrected so much and now selling it after this. So will we be able to sell here or on the next day opening? Next day opening, still, what is the opening price? 627. 627. Still almost, we had bought at 517. Na? Still 100 rupees return, absolute terms. Even if you are waiting for 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 confirmations. Yes? Exactly. So that's what, if you remember yesterday also I told you that whenever you are getting 1 or 2 calls, you should ideally partially book. Partially book profit or partially book loss, whatever is the case. Okay, let us check this out. Same stock I'm talking about, 27th November. Can you see a long sideways trend? Okay. And here, what can you see? MACD. Oh, I see. Okay, anyways. Here you can see an MACD crossover. Correct? Let's check what is the point with RSI. Okay, this date is what? 27th of November. Yes. Your RSI is at still 45. Only because there is an MACD crossover. Had we taken the position here, see, after that it is continuous sideways trend. And same thing, see, you will be able to see here. 52, 52, 48, 47, 51, blah, 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 blah. Went up 57, but still it's showing in a sideway only. Is it nearing 60? So could be again on your watch list. Correct? Are you able to have your own strategy? Yes. What is the combination till now? MACD crossover, RSI above 60, and whatever candles we have learnt. Okay, if we also get additional candlesticks confirmation, fantastic. Okay, shall we take some practicals now? Let us try to check on a very fast pace how many. Okay, first, instead of that, going ahead with the fast pace, first 1 or 2 people should come here and check out. Those who have not come here till date. Kotak Mahindra, you want to check? Okay. Sudarshan Chemicals. Okay, I'm getting new names. Have you come here till date? Come. First, increase MACD. Control function plus. Close. Okay. You are going to tell, I don't know anything about technical analysis. He's our new teacher. What can you see here?
So we see a crossover for MACD on around 21st of December recently.
So today is 24th December and on 20th December you can see an MACD crossover, tick number 1. Minimize this now. Control function minus. And full featured, this maximize it. Achha, we have cut out the RSI pointer, what? Okay. So number 1, we have got MACD crossover. Now maximize RSI. What is the value for RSI? Take it there only. 58.96. Can I say we have to be very, very careful. We have to keep on watching the stock. Okay. Again, what can be a good strategy here? If you want to buy 50 quantity, start buying 10. You will not feel the regret that, oh shit, I bought it at a higher price. And then with 10, the loss is not also going to be like huge. Agreed? So if you want to go ahead with 1 or 2 indicators only and take a lower price, whatever was your desired quantity, take 1/4 or 1/5 of that. So you start building up the position. And if you feel, my God, RSI is dropping, then be sure to square off and book losses. But then the losses are not going to be sky high. They're going to be very limited. your capital will be intact. Okay, so we are definitely going to wait for a confirmation. Acha, Simon, so minimize, no, squeeze up the RSI now. Acha, one more point for RSI. Is it in that below 60 zone for a long time now? For a long time, correct? So has it been in the sideways trend for a long time? So if you remember, sideways is no call, neither buy nor sell. What do we wait for? Confirmation or a breakout is the correct word. Breakout either on the upper side or breakout on the lower side. Right now, chances that breakout on the upper side are much higher. Correct? Now just take down the RSI. Click here. This horizontal line. Pull it down. Go for MACD also. Pull it down. No. 1 minute. Hey, this one. So that the price movement is seen properly. Okay. So we have gotten two things. One is MACD crossover and RSI is closing to 60, nearing 60. Any candlestick confirmation are you getting? Bullish engulfing candlestick. Correct? So we already have two confirmations. Buying 1/4, 1/5 quantity is easily doable here. Isn't sideways, but as I mentioned, sideways is going on for a long time. Now it could be a chance that it's a breakout candle. It could create a breakout. It's also followed by another green candle. We can also check now visually what could be the resistance. Visually, 1 minute, let me just check. No, I'm just taking back. Wait. Wow. I'm taking a big data, okay? Check this out. Here it was a resistance or a support? Resistance. Number 1. Number 2, resistance. Okay? And you saw this breakout candle. Big bull breakout candle. Okay? Went up, corrected till here. Acted as a support. Support 1, support 2, support 3, support 4. Okay? My God, we are in 2018 beginning. This was 2017. Late 2017. 2018 beginning, acted as a support. Here the support broke badly. Here, can you see back to back huge red candles? See, the support broke 1, 2, 3, 4 straight, 5, 6. Okay, so moving back, support broken, never ever came near the support also. Sideways trend. Moving higher, started showing strength. Yes. Can you follow this line again? This horizontal line. So this might act as a resistance. It's very much near that support and resistance zone right now. See this? It is almost like a breakout only. See, the moment I'm moving the mouse, the line is changing. I'll have to draw a line here instead. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now I'll take it as a full screen. Oops. Can you see this? Resistance, 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 support, support, support. Support lost. Tried to take, again, acted as a resistance. I guess better now. Support, support lost, acted as a resistance. This is that line. Crossed above the resistance once, again tried twice. But this is again a hand-drawn line. So this could be this one as well, to be pretty precise towards the end. Because see, this is the one which was a bullish. This one, it's almost breaking the support. A resistance, sorry. Can we also check the volume here? And how do you add up the volume? Show. That's fine. We went to the templates. N plus. Volume. Yeah. So now, 1 minute. What we'll do is, I'll just close out the RSI and MS because we have already taken confirmations on that. See, this was the bullish engulfing candle we were talking about. And if you remember, for volume, what had we discussed in the class? So this is that volume wala thing. It should be greater as compared to previous 5. So here also it has shown the same point. So on volume also it is giving a buy call. Only final confirmation which is pending is RSI crossing above 60. That will give good strength. And I will tell you, this then would have a big power, I feel so. Because I'll tell you, this resistance we had seen long, very long back, acting as a, in fact, it was a support like until like 4 months. No, 1 year and 3-4 months back. So it is in the sideways zone for a long time. And if it is breaking out now, it can show very good strength. It might cross today. Might cross. Again, we can't be sure. With volumes, that can happen. That can happen. Again, there's one more point is how much delivery has been actually taken. Okay, we have not talked about the checking open interest and all that stuff right now. But a very good find. Clap for him. Sudhar, he's interested. Oh, okay, tell me the stock. Sudarshan Chemicals. You can see on the left hand side of the screen. Sudarshan Chemical. And we do have office of this in Pune. Yes. Yes. It's 59 point something. Sorry? He's asking, should we really wait for RSI? Many signs are bullish. Maybe you're not in the class for some time. And that's when I told that if you find many signs as bullish, 1/4, 1/5 of your desired quantity. Okay, people like you might go ahead for 1,000 shares buying or whatever. Okay, so if your target is 1,000, you can start buying 100 or 200. Okay, if you are an aggressive investor, if you are willing to take that much risk, there is a buy right now also. We are just waiting for the final confirmation of RSI. But because that's what I'm telling. Otherwise, you can start buying smaller quantity at this juncture itself, or half or 1/4. That's your call. That depends on your risk-taking capacity. Yeah, exactly. Open interest delivery. That you can check from NSE website. F&O segment, you mean to say? Yes. In that you can see open interest delivery and all that. That's open interest is a big thing, but option chain analysis and all that. Yeah, option chain. We will not go into that right now. It's pretty complex. See, you can have so many confirmations and so many indicators. We are already having 3-4 confirmations. How many to take more? And always it will happen that out of 10 indicators, 2 are going to show, 1 or 2 are going to show negative. In that case, we might not even go ahead with that. Okay. 1 minute. I'll also tell you if I just take a, sorry. If you remember, we have not yet discussed this, but if you remember, 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulder and a sharp correction. Yes. This is also very interesting formation, I will tell you. And if it is formed for a longer time frame, it is again very powerful. Okay, what I'll tell you. In fact, we are going to discuss this again when we talk about the different chart patterns. This is known as a cup and handle pattern. Cup and handle. So again, same thing. Visualize a cup and a handle. Follow my hand. It's a cup and a handle. Follow the mouse. U, a big U is the cup and a small U is the handle. Okay. I have not designed this. So don't be under the impression that madam is just trying to make different shapes and is trying to fool us. So that's not the case. Okay, so one more time, if you find something like this, it's actually like a cup and handle, na? Okay, and this is like a solid buy. And especially a solid buy if this happens, this distance is like a big distance. Time span. If it's like greater than a year, it's amazing. And has it happened for Sudarshan Chemical? Yes, it's more than a year. So it's like, see, the support was broken here. I understand the logic behind cup and handle. The support was broken here. It took a resistance here. Came back. It's again testing the resistance. And if it breaks out here, how many more confirmations do you want? There's a great chance that it's going to go up now. It's a mid cap, not a large cap. Is it for new stock? We'll check up. Okay. Titan Industries, na? Okay. Rakesh Junjunwala. I didn't get you, sorry. Will there be a reflection on trend lines? MACD lines? Oh, 5, 13, 26. You want to talk about moving averages? Oh, okay. We'll take one more indicator also if you want. Sorry. First, we'll go back to our candles. Let's check. Moving average exponential 1, 2, 3. Last one we were taking as black color. 26 and inputs is 26. Okay. We have not changed here. 5. Okay. 13. Okay. It's actually, it has cut here only. 26 November 2019. Cut pretty early. Right now it's already above the averages. Both are above the averages. But still it's a sign of strength only, na? Again, remember that MACD story. 1 month sale. And we are comparing 1 month average with 5 days average. 5 days sale is higher than 1 month sale. So it's already it is in a strength zone. And we are getting additional confirmations. So fair enough. I mean, a call was generated here itself with moving averages. 5, 13, 26. Confirmatory. So here actually a confirmation was received first and then an anticipatory. It's ulta. This is for this one. This one is a green candle. For Sudarshan Chemical, if it's like a 1 year, big story, turnaround story, then you should ideally be holding it for at least a month. At least 1 month, minimum 1 month. Check the story if you see, and again, until and unless you don't see any reversal, until and unless you don't see a bearish crossover, RSI going below 40, don't sell. It's going to be a long-term story. Even if you are a highly impatient guy, minimum 1 month. You have to stay invested. Then only you can expect good returns. Okay. Also, I have of course, if you want double confirmations and triple confirmations, I have more confirmations. That's what I do. I also check the quarterly results. Wait, quarterly results, acha, understand. Quarterly results is like, it's a quarterly result. So it's going to come only once in a quarter. In one entire year, you are just going to check out the financials 4 times in a year. That's the least thing you can do. 4 times in a year. We check candles every day. Can't we check 4 times in a year the financials? And if you see that the profit has gone down drastically in the recent quarter, it might turn bearish. But again, understand, that effect of fundamentals is going to be seen in the charts also. Please understand this. If the financials are declared and the profit, let's just as an example, profit halves. Aadha ho gaya profit. Are you going to see big red candles? Yes, the market is going to understand that the profit has gone down. Is it going to show as a negative crossover? Is it going to reflect in RSI? Yes, everything is going to happen. You might get a 1 or 2 days late call, but that is going to happen. That's it. So is this okay? Keep Sudarshan Chemicals on your target, on your radar. Seems to be a very good buy. Good one. Titan. Second practical. Who's going to come? He is still. Nahi, tula allowed nahi. Not allowed. Very good. Come. Just in case if you're not comfortable. You have to tell me, I don't know anything technical. You are my teacher now. Okay, what all things can you see on the chart? If you can just go for a full-fledged pattern. Yes, take the cursor there for a morning star. Red, doji, big green. Mangesh is almost dancing now. Yes, that's my find. Okay, number one. Wait. At that big bull candle, tell me what is your analysis for volumes? Volume is higher as compared to last 5. Second confirmation. Correct? Fantastic. On the same day, in the one single instance, 5 days moving average has cut through. Can you see or not? 13 and 26 also. Same day. Correct? Now I'm pressing escape. Put MACD and RSI also. First let's go MACD. अशी रडकी लोक असतात. मी कालच घेणार होतो. Maximize. Okay, now just maximize the MACD. Okay, well, for MACD, what is the story for crossover? Has it crossed over yesterday, day before yesterday, or it has crossed long back? crossed long back. It's already in the bullish zone. In fact, here it was about to cross down, but it has again bounced back, retraced, or there's a typical word here. It's like a deflection. Okay, on the uptrend. Okay, so is MACD showing an opposite signal, or it's like indecisive? Indecisive. I mean, it's not playing a big role in the decision making process. That is also okay. But MACD showing a negative crossover could have been no. This is not a buy right now. It is neither saying buy right now nor saying sell right now. It's already above the average, so it's showing strength. Finish. End of the story. It is already showing strength. Okay, close down MACD. Or how can you close MACD? One more. I'm just taking the cursor here. Okay, not pressed anything, and you can see cross. So MACD is also gone. Now escape. RSI. So going from full screen to a normal screen, just escape. Escape button. Okay, people might be in a confusion here because it's way too below the purple line because it is 70-30. How do you change that? Very good. Is it very close to 60? Hmm. 59.38. Okay, so almost there. Again, same words thing. Does it mean don't buy anything? Small quantity, 1/4, 1/5. Start accumulating. Okay, if it crosses above 60, then add. Crosses above 62, add further. Can go ahead in that fashion. Cup handle pattern. Let me check. I'll just move out this. Not convincingly. I'll just check it on the line chart as well. It shows a good view in the line chart for cup and handle. Not really. You can see a cup, but your handle is broken actually. It's not making that complete you. So it's not a cup and handle pattern. Okay? Fine. Good. Okay, we'll take one last chart for the day. Yes, put it on your radar. One is Sudarshan Chemicals, one is Titan. He's feeling happy. Yes, my find. Okay, one last. Are you feeling confident before I go on to the last talk? Yes? As I said, technical analysis can go on and on and on and on forever. You can take any number of indicators which we want. But believe me, whatever strategies I have taken, I can say I have a 70 to 80% accuracy for sure. 10-20%, of course, I also make losses, and everyone makes losses. And if some teacher is saying I have not made even a single loss, it's like, this is impossible. Okay? So 80% accuracy, even if you are getting through, it's a good one. Okay? And if you're disciplined to book losses for 20, you'll still end up positive. Okay? Till now, we have talked about 4 or 5 indicators, one on volume, one on moving averages, one on MACD, one on RSI. Okay, tomorrow we are going to talk about Fibonacci for a good support and resistance. Okay, Bollinger also, if you want Bollinger also, little bit knowledge, yes. Standard deviation, yes, yes. Now he's saying yes, standard deviation I want. Okay, so we'll take Bollinger and Fibonacci tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So we are in the recording. So I was just about to tell. Okay, I'll say it. It's okay. I have a really sore throat and I'm on medication right now. Today you might have seen the change in my voice. Still, I'm glad I'm able to pull it over for a pretty much longer time, and my voice is improving as and how I'm teaching. So I should go on for more time maybe. When I woke up, I was saying good morning, and it was like good morning. So the words were not even coming out of my throat. So I was a bit scared. Will I be able to take the class today or not? But I feel I should take a voice rest tomorrow. Should not go worst. So we'll not take the class tomorrow. Okay. So day after tomorrow for sure it should be okay till then. It is not because of 25th December that you're having a holiday. Oh, he's saying anyways it's no use. Market is closed. Okay. Last stock for the day is Union Bank. Union Bank. You said Indian Bank, I guess, before. He will beat me up if I don't take Kotak. Kotak Mahindra Bank. Has been one of my favorites, by the way. I've taken so many trades on Kotak till date. In fact, if you remember, if anyone has seen my basics of stock market class, I have discussed basics of stock market. In that class, I have discussed Kotak. For those who have seen that, I don't remember my buy price, but looking at the chart, I'm feeling very bad right now. So, I of course quit in profit. I did, but I recorded the batch for basics of stock market in February. So it was at 1,288, roughly 1,300. Even if I take it on the upper end, 1,300, and yesterday's price is like 1,700. The most indisciplined person is on screen. What party? I sold it off at around 1,500. But it's okay. I personally feel you should invest in other stocks also. There are more opportunities. If you just stay invested in only one stock, okay, then you are losing out opportunities simultaneously also, because at least I don't have unlimited capital. Capital is limited. So you have to keep on rotating your funds. Okay. And I feel more and more experience you get, more and more better your calls are going to be, rather than just sticking in one stock. Okay. So quickly, I'll try to put up all the indicators. We are running a little bit out of time. So this one I'll do by myself. So bearish engulfing candle. This second last, this, na? It's not engulfing. What is the meaning of engulfing? It should eat up the complete first candle. It's nowhere even the open is below the previous day's open. It's not at all an engulfing candle. Yeah. Oh yes, it is a bullish harami, but we have not talked about a bullish harami in the class. Okay, by the way, don't be under the impression that I'm using bad words, harami and all that. Okay, the actual term is harami. Okay, and in Japanese, harami means a pregnant lady. Okay, so it's actually like this. This candle is like the pregnant lady, and this candle is like the baby inside her stomach. This is how we are not going to go into that right now. It's a bullish one actually. Okay, but see, I can also talk about like 100 different types of candles, but then you'll get confused about which candle, which one to work out. So limited candles I've told you, but I feel very much saw a good consolidation here. Okay, just a normal analysis, and we are seeing an uptrend here. Correct, number one. Number two, let's quickly go on adding all the points at one shot. Okay, so instead of that, I'll tell you what you can do. If you add a lot of things, can you see here indicator templates? You can create your own template also. You can save the indicator template. Okay, so 3 templates I've already, so I can just, with a single click, I get a lot of things on the chart. RSI, again, I'll have to shift back. I didn't save it maybe last time. Well, let's go on quickly. Okay, RSI has already been above 60 for quite a long time. Okay, it has taken support here, agreed? But right now there's a danger signal here. Which is the danger signal? MACD might show a bearish crossover. Correct? So again, people say RSI is enough. No, RSI is not enough. Here there is a great chance that it'll give you a negative crossover. So I don't think this is a buy right now. Might reflect, you never know. Or it might cut and immediately cut back. But as on date, there is no call. The moment RSI, MACD are out of picture, don't even look at anything else. So these are the first 2 indicators I check generally first. Check RSI, check MACD. And then go ahead with others. No, actually there's no order as such. Who will supersede whom? No, there's no order as such. No. These are like the Fibonacci's. It's already above the 3rd resistance also. So it's a very difficult call on. For sale you are saying? No, but I will also not sell on this chart right now. Why? RSI is at 60. When will I sell off? RSI goes below 40. That's where the weakness is creeping in. It's not even showing weakness right now. It's like a steady thing. Neutral. Yeah, might continue in sideways for some more time. Until and unless I get some other signals, it might continue in the sideways trend. So very important. Again, you also have to understand which one I have to leave. Leave Kotak right now. Don't jump in for Kotak right now. Okay? Kotak actually has given fantastic results. Financial results are like very nice. Steady growth in financials. What? Or this is no, I don't have volume in the chart. Histograms. Histograms so much and already positive right now, green. Around last year October, so much in red. Is very high. Why? Why is the size of histograms very high? Because the MACD line is way above the signal line. Higher the gap between MACD and signal, histograms are going to be taller. How is the histogram formed? What minus what? MACD line minus signal. So MACD point minus signal point is the histogram height. Here it's so clearly evident. Here you can see MACD line. Here is the signal line. That is why histograms are very tall, going very strong. Again, if you can check this out. So, 1 minute. I'll just close down on the Fibonacci part. Wait. In fact, this 12th September, you can see a bullish crossover. Correct? But RSI was at 48. So you might have missed out on this call. And with this, if you had not taken it at this level, the price was like 1,400 and something, 1,450. And here we see a bearish crossover at 1,612, 150 point rally lost. But again, a rally lost is okay, rather than a downward journey. Okay, if you're a very, very risky player, go ahead with 1 or 2 indications. I will not tell about that. because everyone has a different risk-taking capacity. But if you're a beginner, don't go ahead with such calls. Otherwise, you won't feel like re-entering the market. Okay? I feel everyone is feeling pretty confident now. Yes? Try to do more and more practice. Coming here and doing the practical is not so easy. First of all, people coming on the stage only, the hand starts shaking. That happens with many people. The moment you're climbing up the stage, it gets worse with a camera right in front of you. Still, if you're able to do that in a good way, it means that you're confident enough. Okay? So we'll continue in the next session with Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci. We'll cover both on the same day. And then towards the end of our class, last 2 days again, we are going to talk about these different patterns which we have already discussed slightly, like head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, cup and handle today we discussed. For that, if such charts are seen, we can calculate the target price. We can calculate the stop loss price. We can calculate the time target also, within how many days ideally it should be received, ideally. So that's going to be our last thing for the... How many Fibonacci tools? No, not Gann fan, no. Fibonacci can be drawn in 2-3 ways, like here you can see this. Here also you can have a pitch fan, Gann, so many things, Gann fan. We are not going to go into that because again, too much of analysis paralysis kind of a story. I don't use majority of these indicators. I use a pivot instead of that, and pivot I take it as a standard. Instead of standard, I take it as a Fibonacci. Just in case you just want to know about it and how I do it. I'm not explaining anything right now, but how are we going to put a Fibonacci is, I generally select a pivot first. Pivot point standard. Here can you see pivot point, traditional auto, okay, standard. Here I go into the settings, Fibonacci. Then I say okay. So this is not drawn manually. Otherwise, this is automated now. Automated Fibonacci lines coming in place. If you try to do it with this, if you have studied Fibonacci, we join the lows and highs, right? The lowest on the screen and the highest on the screen. If you are drawing it with this, it's a freehand drawing that we draw. So our lines could be a little bit different. So I can show you how to draw manually also if you want. But if we have automatically, why not? Okay? I don't use it a lot, frankly speaking. Others, Gann fan and all that. I have not done a paper trading on that. I know it theoretically, but I have not done a paper trading with that. So I don't think I should be telling you about that strategy. You can do a lot of paper trading and you can tell me. I will give you video credits when I post a video on YouTube that my students have done a paper trading and the Gann fan theory. Okay. Right? Fair enough. Shall we stop for the day? I've given you 2 stocks on the radar. Sudarshan Chemicals and Titan. And we have so many on the radar for the past few days. PVR and DMart. Okay. So HDFC. Okay. So all these, just keep on watching. Okay. How many of you have taken at least one trade out of all these? One trade. Okay. One trade. You did today? You will take today. Okay. For Sudarshan Chemicals, it seems so. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Next class. Bye-bye.